Thank you.
Joel, with obviously all the comments from Barkley and Shaq and things like that, and this was your first chance to kind of respond to your own words, frankly, what you wanted to do. What were your thoughts on how you played tonight?
I like it. I like when I get criticized. And, for them to say that I have the potential to be the best player in the world, and I haven't shown that, and I should already be showing that. That says a lot. And, they've been there, they've done it, they're all famous. So it just shows me that, I got to play harder and I got to dominate like I can.
Did you feel good from the outset of tonight's game? Was there a moment where you felt like you had it and you were kind of going to be able to do what you did?
Yeah, the fourth quarter. I haven't been the closer that these guys have needed me to be the whole season. I just had that opportunity, and they can fit in me. And I put that a lot on my teammates because the whole game, they made a lot of shots. So it kind of put Boston in. They had to choose between, quickly double teaming me or because I was going to kick it out. And they all know that I'm a willing passer, and they made shots. So it made it easier for me.
Joel, you all season the turnovers have been kind of an issue at times, and tonight you really were patient. Kind of like you said, let the doubles game hit the right people. I think you only had two. Like, was that something that you were really focused on with the way they play, with kind of moving their defense around, that you had to kind of do that?
Yeah, of course. And I think the whole season, Coach has been trying to get everybody going, but for this game, you could tell there was an emphasis on just getting me going, and I knew that. My usage rate would be high, so it's all about making the right passes. I know I'm gonna get it back if someone is open. The whole season I've been doing it. They know I'm not a selfish player. So if someone is open, make the right pass and hope for them to make the shot and crash the offensive board. But like I said, I put that a lot on my teammates and the coaches. They did a great job tonight.
You mentioned the closing stuff. You had that block at the end. You had several free throws late. How did it feel to not only play well but close out a team like this on the road?
Well, I was pretty lucky on that block. I lost my man, and I was mad at myself earlier when Jason made that three. I was guarding him and I lost him. So, but thankfully I was able to recover and get that block. And going back to the turnovers, I just gotta be patient. I know they're coming at me every single time. Especially from the perimeter. I gotta kind of limit those. I think that's where every one of them kind of come. So I just gotta do a better job. And tonight, it was okay. I couldn't get much better than that.
It seemed like you were trying to post up even more than you usually do. Was that kind of your case going into the game, thinking that way?
Yeah, with R not being there, not being able to play tonight, I just knew that my load would be a little higher than usual. So, I just had to be aggressive, and I feel like my teammates fouled up, and that's the right attitude. That's the attitude I gotta have every single night.
How important was it for you guys to win here? This team in Boston.
It was great. Like I said earlier this morning, they got great fans. They get loud. The loudest place I've ever been part of was actually here in Game 2 2 years ago in the playoffs. We were up by 20 and they made that run, and it was loud and my ears were popping. That's the loudest I've ever been in an arena. But they got great fans and they talk a lot of trash, and I like that. It gets me going. I had that fun mentality about me tonight, just reacting to it and just playing off of it.
Did you talk to Shaq and Charles after the game?
Yes, I did. I actually called Shaq yesterday and just, he thought I was mad at him. I was like, nah, I understand what he was saying. I've had the down year so far. So I just wanted to I just wanted to talk to him. I've been kind of frustrated just because, you're not playing the same way and you're just trying to fit in with your new teammate. And he was just telling me that, just be aggressive. You're the guy, so just go out there and just dominate. And, him and Charles, whatever they say, I think it was great for me.
Do they think you're aggressive enough tonight?
I think I could be more aggressive. There are times where I was still floating on the perimeter. Coaches always talk about the amount of post-up that I get, and that's still the most in the league, and I think it's still not enough. And I always talk about our offense is actually the best in the league, so when we play that way, so I made an average about 10, and he's always talking about I gotta get 20, 25. So I guess I gotta, and he's also on me. I gotta go down there. We got a lot of guys that can post up, so it's about finding that balance and just giving them their space. So I just gotta be aggressive.
Brett talked about your leadership too. Brett talked about your leadership after the game, and he said that you were doing stuff with talking with teammates, that sort of thing. What were you saying, and what inspired that? Was that more of a mindset thing?
Like I said, that performance was because of I was double teamed all night. I passed it, they knocked down shots. They kept us in the game, and whenever I was being guarded in single coverage, I took advantage of it. So if they don't make shots, it's easier to double team me. If they do, you gotta make a decision. Do you want to give up a three, or just hope that your big man try to stop me? So it's a hard decision to make, and but like I said, it goes back to I give them a lot of credit, my coaches and my teammates. Thanks, John. Thank you.
Thank you.